Welcome back to the Father and Son News Show here on radioonfire.com. Diamond K in here alongside my father. How you doing, Dad?
Good.
Of course, every Tuesday we're here unpacking political and social stories from the Radio on Fire studios here in Baltimore, Maryland. Of course, advertisers, sponsors, all that good stuff. radioonfire.com/promo is where you go. So let's dive in. Definitely a sad story coming out of New York, but something that it affects the whole country. Mm-hmm. And the Department of Justice not charging the New York City police officer in the death of Eric Garner. So just no charges, nothing. National outcry, if you remember, this was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
And so they're not going to pursue any charges. If you remember, he put him in a chokehold. And
I can't breathe.
Yes. And so just before the statute of limitations on the case expired, it is the incident should not have ended in his death.
No.
However, they've determined that his actions, they had to determine whether his actions purposefully violated his civil rights, and doesn't appear that they're going to rule the way that it is obvious that they should. What are your thoughts on this case?
This is horrible. First of all, this is 5 years later. 5 years. That was 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And here, it had to be 5 to 10 police around him while he was strangling him. Yelling, "I can't breathe." This is over cigarettes. Loose ones.
Right.
Cigarettes. This is horrible. Horrible. And, but, it's what we say all the time. We've got to take control of our community. We got to police ourselves. You can't let somebody who lives out, who knows where, to come in here and police you, because this is what's going to happen.
Right.
They don't like you anyway.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
And it's getting worse, obviously, because we got in the at the top of the ticket here in this country.
Yeah. According to officials, the most challenging part was proving the officer's state of mind when he put his arm around Garner's neck. Now, the police say it wasn't a chokehold. They say chokeholds are forbidden, but it's very simple. If you restrict the flow of air, someone's neck, with your arm or your hand, that's a chokehold. I mean, you could technically do a chokehold, I suppose, with your legs if you had in a scissor position as well. But that was obvious.
I mean, and it's futility to debate with them, because you've got 40% of the country who are letting you know we racist and we don't like you, because they're agreeing with the president.
Well,
so I mean, they're gonna all find justification for anything they do.
Yeah, and I really do link this directly to the president, because the ultimate decision maker was the Attorney General, William Barr. He could have ruled it another way. He's the stopping point, and that's Trump's lawyer.
Yeah, that's Trump's lawyer.
So.
He's not the United States lawyer. He's the attorney for Donald Trump.
Definitely. And I think that's a great segue. So, again, the calls of racist tweets or racist rhetoric from Trump come. I remember when Trump first was elected, I did a story and I talked about his racism. And him, I think that the title of the story was "President is a Racist," and people were in the comment section and they were challenging me to name a time when he had done something racist. It seems funny now because we have so many examples that are in the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, he hadn't been president yet. I mean, he was just this was the day after
Right.
he was the election happened, and they were challenging me. You can't think of any time tell me when he was racist, and I had examples. It wasn't, but I thought that because this is the father and son news show, I thought it would be a great surprise to highlight this father and son duo here.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can see Donald Trump, white supremacist, just like his father.
His father, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Fred Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2017, of course you remember, he infamously defended the white supremacists at the rally.
Right.
Fine people on both sides.
Right.
And so I mean, this his father, his father the same age, roundabout as
Right.
your mom, my grandmother.
Yeah.
He's in that generation.
Mm-hmm.
Arrested, participating in a KKK riot.
Mm-hmm.
Like father, like son.
Mm-hmm.
Father and son. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So usually they say the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
That's right. That's right.
And so these tweets, you've been hearing about these tweets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you? Are they racist tweets?
This guy, his best artillery is doing and making racist statements to his group, to his gang. He got a gang. He got about 40 million people who follow him. He got the Republican Party who follows him, and they've always wanted somebody. I told you before, when he first got elected, I said that I have never in my entire life seen a white leader. Remember I told you that? We had white presidents, but they weren't leaders from the standpoint that they had a group of people that would follow them, that loved them, or they chant their names like we would do Malcolm or Martin. Yeah. They got a leader. This is their leader. And so he got big balls, and he would say and do anything. And it's all to play, Kate. It's all to play for his constituents. That's all. Everything he says and does is for those people. So
going back into what the Department of Justice was talking about, they could not get into the mindset of the officer before he applied the chokehold, right? So therefore they couldn't tell whether it was violation of civil rights. That's lame. But I'm just saying, some people would say that, if he's just saying this stuff, trying to get inside Trump's head, if he's just saying this stuff because he feels that's the only way he can gin up that base, but he doesn't really feel those things, is that still racist?
Yeah. Yeah, and I can't say that he doesn't feel those things. He's been
because we can't get into his mind,
right?
We don't know his mindset.
Exactly, and then we already said he already depicted about his father,
right?
1927, the riots, KKK riots,
right?
And just like you and me, we talk. You, my son, we've been talking all our lives. They've been talking
all their lives,
and his father has put in whatever is in his head into his son Donald Trump.
You see right here, this is the Washington Post. In 1927, Donald Trump's father was arrested after a Klan rally in Queens, New York.
Mm-hmm. That's where he lived at,
right? Queens, New York. So he didn't go to Charlottesville, Virginia.
Mm-hmm. He went to the corner.
He went downtown. This is where he lived at.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the Republicans are lining up to defend Trump, and
see what's going to happen, and it's been happening, and this is what Obama said and his wife said when they left office. This is for the soul of America. We fight now. We got to find out what is America. Are we going to be a land of for the people, by the people, or by some of the people? Because what Trump has done successfully in this country since he's been president is he has made America hate again.
Yes.
And so they like it. They feel emboldened. Yeah, we don't like y'all. And before they just keep that in their, it's in their mind. But now they can articulate it. And the police, this is insane. The Garner situation, when they say, I can't get in his head. You see how these police officers, when they shoot people, how erratic they are and irrational. Mm-hmm. I know what was in his mind. Mm-hmm. I'm going to kill this guy.
Yeah. So next week I want to look at this division policy that's in effect, and talk about that a little deeper. And then next week we'll also talk about some current events going on next week. So we're going to be a little brief today. But Dad, thank you as always.
Yes,
another great show.
Yes.
And also we're going to have some announcements next week.
Yeah.
As far as some stuff that you have going on.
Yeah, especially, hey, listen, for all those baby boomers out there, we got something for you. You know I love baby boomers now.
You just ought to.
Yes. Since I'm a baby boomer.
Right, okay. Right. As always, we are available on demand. You catch up on all past episodes. radioonfire.com/father and son. Thank you, Dad.
Yes.